what are we, almost 3 hours into this game? And I've yet to fight a single boss. That is wild. Like, I guess we got to fight the knights, but they're not really a boss. How long does it take to beat the first boss in Dragon Quest 1? If I remember right, the games aren't that long. Someday I might actually just sit down and play through, like, Dragon Quest 1 just to see how it goes. Oh. Okay. So, we do actually have, a little bit more enemy variety here. Though they look goofy. The little kitty cat looks adorable, though. Like, oh man. You know, let's go for the stump chump, because that's the one doing the healing here. Oh, it's so cute. It even makes, like, little, like, meow noises when it attacks. Let's see. Yeah. Great saber cub. That would do it. It's so cute. Doesn't everything in Dragon Quest look goofy? Some of the like boss monsters actually look real cool or real creepy. But yeah, most of them do look kind of doofy.
Easy.
Hey, new skill learned. Sizz. And some skill points. Let's see what skills I can finally pick up, because I've been skipping out on it until now. So, pep chance. Number of parries performed. An enemy with a scorching greatsword. Metal slash is up there, which is actually really important to grab. I'd like to pick up Hella Chopper. But no, we gotta go this direction. Because yeah, we gotta get Metal Slash. If we get to the point where we see metal slimes, I'm gonna want to kill as many of them as I can. They are always worth it. Death. God, the enemy designs are so crazy consistent here. It's nuts. Like, I don't know. Growing up with these games, it's interesting to see them modernized.
Who else wants some?
Because, jeez, how many game series have like this level of like a consistent history? Because Red Alert is dead. Like, they might bring back Red Alert at some point, but it is effectively dead, as far as I'm concerned. And Mega Man X is probably dead. Capcom might bring it back at some point. Hey, we can finally get this this special move done. On the next fight, admittedly. But like, you know, most older products, you know, they usually have kind of like dropped off by this point. Tales of and Final Fantasy series, I'd say. Sort of. Final Fantasy's always been a bit of a hit and miss situation. Real decoy distracts an enemy with a sword slash before stabbing them in the back while the guard's down. Calling upon the power of pep. Well, that's some damage. Let's see.
Another one? Bite.
I mean, I guess Pokemon's been around for ages. But that doesn't... I mean, I guess that counts. That counts just as much as anything else. Huh, the red eye. Interesting. I guess it's just this one's made the transition over into 3D maybe a bit more seamlessly? No, I don't know. No, Pokemon definitely did. It just made the transition faster? I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to think of like old products that I specifically, distinctly grew up with. And Pokemon, it's the Japanese products that have persevered. Not so much the American ones. The American ones tend to get bought out. The Japanese ones tend to just fall into obscurity. Huh. I need to sit down and like do a list on these things. You know, a list for old games that, you know, I grew up with and what happened to the studio. And then also a series where I go over RPG tropes. Like, what's the starting level to every RPG? Is it a sewer? Is it a dungeon? Is it a forest? And, like, actually compare. Because I'd love to see the metrics on that sort of thing. Not that it's actually helpful or even relevant data. But I'd still love to see the answer to those. It's the sewers. Yeah, see, I would bet it's probably the sewers too, but I don't know. Oh, they're so cute. I really wish this was a monster collection game. I'm such a monster. Oh well. Prison. Yeah, prison is one. So, I'm assuming speed and agility actually matters a lot in this game. I wonder if you can have a character that's, like, stupidly fast somehow. Like, if we can game that system somehow. I should probably use these Seeds of Strength. Otherwise, I'm just going to be hoarding them forever. And it's not going to be, Ooh, actual Saber Cubs. Or, Great Saber Cats. They're just one. They always looked kind of crack addict-y to me. Ow! Ooh. Okay. Well, this might be a bit tougher of a fight. Good luck, Eric. Okay, Sizz. Oh, Sizz is a group of enemies. We're probably going to want to switch entirely over to healing, though. Oh, I guess we did kill the thing. But it's not actually worth going after this stuff. Okay, so while we're here, let's take a look at his skill tree, because it's slightly different. Boomerangs. Ooze Bruiser. Attack that hits all enemies and can cause heavy damage to slimes. Attack power while wielding knives. Flame Slash, half an inch. Oh, does that mean he can learn Metal Slash? He can, so it's based on weapon type. I'm gonna keep him as boomerang as a boomerang user for now, at least. Then we should probably save up for the attack power while using boomerangs. Okay, do we have anything else useful around here? Probably want to avoid fighting the saber cats, but I might as well grab the resources. Copper ore. At some point we'll learn how to craft and then realize that I should have been doing this all along. I always hate that in games where it's just like, hey, by the way, here's a crafting system. Hope you were gathering all the stuff because you need all of it. And then slightly later on in the game when you're like, I don't want to do the crafting system, it's like, hope you've been doing that crafting system because if you didn't, you're wildly underpowered and are going to lose. And it's like, I don't want this at all. What the? Wow. Oh, I must have missed one of these guys. Hot damn. Hot?
Another one?
Damn, alright. Yeah, I just bumped into one of them. Yeah, putting him on boomerang duty was not a bad, was not a bad choice. Hopefully the resources are just money. Or hopefully there's an easy way to get them elsewhere. No, don't say a word. You don't need to. A man... That's a man? I guess it is. A man with my vast fighting experience can recognize a first-time pet power user a mile off. The glint in your eyes, the spring in your step, the glow of satisfaction. Oh yes, you nailed it alright. You should be proud of yourself to have teamed up with a trusted ally and pulled off a pet power. It is a momentous day for any aspiring warrior. Feels amazing, doesn't it? Yes. There's nothing like a pet power. And I must say, I feel rather proud of having opened your eyes to their wonder. Here you are. Consider this a small souvenir to commemorate this magical moment. We got a gold chain. Now don't forget, there are many more pet powers out there and just waiting to be discovered. The number of ways in which spells and abilities can be combined is beyond even my imagining. And don't think they're all just two-person affairs. Oh no. There are some that need 3 of you to be pepped up before they can be performed too. Got a long story short, the more spells and abilities you master, and the more companions you meet, the more pet powers will become available to you. Which goes to show that you can't always go alone in this life. No, there are times when it really pays to work with others. I was just assuming with the pink breastplate like that was a chickadee. But I was a chicka wrong. Nope, can't jump. I don't think you can really do a whole lot of jumping off of cliffs in this game, unfortunately. Okay, well let's get into the Mangle Grove. I've been fighting too many things around here anyway. I'd like to keep collecting items and crafting components and whatnot, but I honestly don't even know if it's going to be that helpful. I'm assuming it will actually be quite necessary for some of these things at a later date. But yeah, hopefully there's like some kind of system in place so I can get it reasonably easy. Now this is a random shopkeeper. I'm assuming he doesn't have anything that I'm terribly interested in. He doesn't have a copper sword, which is better than my copper chopper. Oh, because I okay, and he also sells a shield. Okay. Well, we might as well equip the shield for this. So, we also could buy leather hats, or we could save up for pointy hats. Let's buy a pointy hat. And let's put it on Eric, because Eric is imminently more killable than Tunks is. Okay. So at this point, we want to look for okay, good. We got a camp coming up. But we might as well fight whatever's around here for at least a little bit. Let's see. Tactics line up. Oh, I see. That initial, wait, Sis. Group of enemies. Oh, I see. It only hits certain enemies? That's confusing. This hurts. I was hoping that fire spell would hit multiple, but I guess it doesn't work the way I thought it would. Oh well.
Ha! Easy.
Okay, now is there? No, this place is blocked off. There's nothing in here. But this ain't. Yeah, so we'll go as far as that camp. I'm just gonna keep fighting things as we go by. Oh, Sis hits a group of the same enemies. I gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, it's a dancing devil! This is what they actually look like. They looked a little bit more menacing in, They looked a lot more menacing in, yeah. In 8-bit. Well, I guess it wasn't 8-bit, it was whatever bit. Let's see, so why did we go sword and board? Because... we'll probably switch around at some point, but I went sword and board for Metal Slash. And because ultimately, yeah, likely it was 16-bit. I've never been good at actually, identifying which, like, what the, bit size? It's not bit rate. But I can't really distinguish 8-bit, 16-bit, and 32-bit that well. I know 16-bit was like... 8-bit was NES, 16-bit was SNES, and 16-bit was SNES, and then 32-bit was like Game Boy Advanced era, give or take. But yeah, since with the exception of the Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy Advance, I actually didn't have any of those platforms. Yeah, let's just go up here. And so, like, my ability to distinguish pixel types has always been a bit on the dodgy side of things. So what do we got up here? I'm just gonna kind of look around, because there's stuff? I'm hoping there's just an... Oh, I guess it's more crafting ingredients. God, I hope we're not gonna have to farm these. That'll take forever. Was it anything useful? Hey, another mini medal. I'll take it. I mean, I don't see anything else of use around here. And yeah, I'll hold off on fighting enemies. Honestly, if I'm gonna go, like, totally kill happy, we should probably maybe do that sort of thing off camera. Just so we can progress. But for whatever reason, this game is making me incredibly sleepy right now. I guess I haven't exactly been getting the right amount of sleep this entire week, so it shouldn't be that big of a surprise. Ooh, Cyclops down there. He's gonna kick my butt.
Look at that! A campsite! And just when we needed one. Still a fair way to cobblestone. Let's rest up for the night. I still can't get over old Dirk. He didn't just go straight, married, shop in the best part of town. He went straighter than straight. Just like that. We used to be thick as thieves. Literally. We'd travel the world, always on the hunt for loot. Ah, those were the days. Oh, speaking of which, I just thought of something we acquired back then that might come in handy. Yep, I've decided. I'm giving it to you. You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it. Behold, the fun-size forge. Pop a few raw materials on top, bash them with the porta pounder, and bops your uncle. New equipment. And I'm not just talking steel swords and the like. Wooden boomerangs, a natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it. Sweating over a hot forge was never exactly my style. But I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did. You can't just go smashing stuff together willy-nilly, though. You'll need the recipe for the piece of equipment you want to make. Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot.
Tongues receives a tome entitled Forging Ahead with a Fun-Size Forge, a Beginner's Guide. Tongues learns how to make bronze swords. Tongues learns how to make divine daggers.
There are recipes hidden all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet. Keep an eye out and you're sure to find some beauties.
I might have to play this game with a mild guide. But, like, we learned how to make two things. A bronze sword, alright, and a divine dagger. One of these things is not like the others. Here, let me give you some of the ingredients you need for those recipes I gave you. Maybe you could try forging yourself a weapon or something. Also, this is, I mean, it's fairly portable looking, but this thing's huge! Where was this? You can use the fun-size forge to craft all kinds of equipment based on recipes that make use of raw materials you collect on your adventures. New recipes can be found in treasure chests and on bookshelves, and you'll be able to acquire the ingredients you need by defeating monsters or investigating sparkly spots. Go ahead and try and make your first masterpiece with the recipe Eric just gave you. Okay, so forge weapons, swords, bronze sword. Well, it's extra damage. Yeah, so this is all crafting stuff. Well, we might as well make the bronze sword. Oh, hello. Smithing items couldn't be simpler. Select Bash to start beating your ingredients into shape, and finish when you're ready to wrap things up. Hammer away at each individual area with your porta pounder to fill up the blue gauge next to it. Aim to get every gauge into the green zone. See Traveler's Tips for more information. Bash. Focus cost. Okay. If we're to stop now, it would probably turn out pretty well. Finish. Sure. This is interesting. It's a weird minigame. I'll have to see how it turns out. So we made a bronze sword +1. And we get 2 perfectionist pearls. You'll receive perfectionist pearls each time you successfully forge a piece of equipment. You can use these to attempt to rework the item, with the aim of doing an even better job. Don't worry about ruining your hard-won works of art. Even if you fail to rework something, you won't lose it. And if you succeed, you'll come up with something truly special. Okay, rework an item. Okay, it would be 3 pearls to rework this one. So we'll just leave that alone. Okay, what about forging armor, hats, and artisanal Trudane bandana? Oh boy. So we can make the Dragon Quest VIII armor. But we gotta get our hands on Pep Pop and Kaleidocloth. I'm imagining those are late game pieces of equipment. It'd be hilarious if we could actually get some fairly early on. Did everything go according to plan? Sure. Nice work, you must be a natural. Don't rest on your laurels just yet, though. This is a deep art we're talking about here. Oh, by the way, you can bust out the fun-size forge anytime we set up camp. If you want to make some new kit, keep your eyes peeled for a campfire. Alright, I think it's time to call it a day. We've been through a lot. Better grab some rest while we can. I don't mind that crafting minigame, honestly. Up and at 'em, champ. The sun's high in the sky already. Time for us to head to Cobblestone. Stone? Dog? Dog. Okay, that was confusing. Dog just gave me a right proper sniffing. Wait, are recipes just going to be marked on the map now? If that's the case, that'll be amazing. Because, yeah, there's a red book over there. Okay, economics for sales. Oh, scales. So, scale shield, scale armor. And we also got... Passage of countless years has taken its toll and reduced this ancient tome to little more than a faded cover on some tattered scraps of paper and thread. Well, never mind then. Anything else? Well, treasure chest at the very least. I'm just curious what that map icon signifies. Well, is there something up here that I should check out? No, looks like we gotta be able to grow plants. Mark on Tunk's hand is glowing. Seems to be responding to the curiously shaped plant. Hold your hand out to it. Maybe not. Maybe I do have the ability to interact with these.
Chop, chop, chop. Chop around the clock. 1, 2, 3, look out, trees! Oh, a woodcutter's life is the life for me. What in the world? I repaired the bridge only yesterday, and now some blighter's gone and destroyed it again. If I ever find out who did this, I swear I'll...
Ta-da! You called? Tricky devil at your service. I went to a lot of trouble to smash at this stupid bridge. I'm not about to let you fix it again. Here, get a load of my devilishly tricky shapeshift beam.
Ultron, no! But if you turn old Jontron into a dog, how will he ever make YouTube videos?
Now that's what I call tricky. 1 minute you're a silly old woodcutter, the next minute you're a smelly old dog. I'm a devilish genius. Now, what mischief shall I get up to next? Oh, so much trouble to cause so little time. Bye, doggy. Stay. Ooh. An empty treasure chest. I think I've just hit upon my most devilish trick yet.
What is going on?
What the heck just happened? You touched that plant and then I saw all this crazy stuff. You really expect me to believe that this mutt here is actually the woodcutter? Huh. There's never a dull moment with you around. I'm gladder every day I broke you out of jail. Well, all I know for sure is that we're never going to get out of this forest until we get that bridge fixed. And if what we just saw was true, Rover here is the only one who can fix it. Why don't we find that chest and have a word with our mischievous friend? Let's head back the way we came and see if we missed it somewhere.
I thought this was going to be like a weird side thing, but no, in fact it was, what? Alright, well, either way, let's go save. Yeah, divination. What's the point of divination? You can look that up in the party menu now. I guess they're just keeping it around for old time's sake, honestly. Which I can respect.